Right?
Jesus told the Pharisees, you seek glory from man instead of glory from God.
Yes.
And in a truly humble way, we're supposed to give God all the glory, but is there a humble way also to receive this glory that God says we're supposed to receive from him, from glory to glory?
The humility is literally the substratum for one's relationship with God. And why? Because a couple of things. One, he says he resisteth the proud. So the last thing you ever want, it's all right for the devil to resist because you have God. But if God is resisting you, who do you go to? The last entity, being in the universe you want to resist you is God. Well, it would seem natural that the approach to God would be one of humility because of the grandiose power that he exhibits and because of the grace that he shows and the unsearchable riches that he has. But the problem with man is man has taken himself as the center of the universe and not God. And that's a whole other discourse. I don't know if you're ready for that. But the problem is that we are extremely egomaniacal, extremely narcissistic, and we got that from our relationship with the devil because that's what moved him to rebel. The question is now that we move to another question, and that is, how did he ever get to that place where he was so proud that he would resist God? Well, God made him so beautiful that when he looked at himself, he lost it. You see, so that is what I would talk about a little bit tonight, and that is in being gifted. You see, the problem is God will gift you so wonderfully until you will love the gift more than the giver. You see, and that's where the pride comes in. So here's what I say to the prophet, and I say to all young men that I deal with and young ladies: never think that what you have received is something you achieved. And that'll keep you humble. And as you become less, and I could take you to many examples. If you take Paul, for instance, when he was in debate with the disciples, he said something like, I was not what wit behind any of the disciples. 7 years later, he said, I am the least of the apostles. 7 years later, he said, I'm the least of the saints. And by the time he was getting ready to get out of here, he said, I am the chiefest of sinners. Is it that he declined? No, he got closer to God. And the closer you get to God, the less you think about yourself.
Amen, amen, amen.
God bless.